Evening folks, Dan for Shizzle here. Right, I've got something a little different today. Usually I'm a big fan of English juices, and I sort of rabbit on about English juices because I think they are some of the finest juices in the world. So what I've got today is I've got 3 from goodejuice.com. Now they're an American based company. I'm just going to drag up some of their info here. 2 seconds. Good E juice. If you hear any noises in the background, it is my dogs being annoying. So, right, Good E Juice. This is from their Good E Juice range of e-liquid. So, it's all brewed in-house and all that sort of good stuff. Instead of it just being the basics where you just get hang sen, or they'll just add flavours just to some base mixture and then that's what you get. What we're getting here is we're getting good in-house homemade juices, so it's again very good. Right, flavours I've got is I've got Vita Bella tobacco at 18 milligrams, I've got French vanilla at 18 milligrams, and I've got Kryptonite at 18 milligrams. Now Kryptonite has become like a favourite, so we'll use that one last. I'm going to be using an MVP2 and a fatty dripper. I use the fatty because it is just it's built for flavour. I mean, it's not a cloud chasing atomizer, it's not a throat hit atomizer, it is damn built for flavour. So I've got a cotton micro coil in here. I'm just going to go and grab some tissue and clean it off. Right, I'll cut that bit out. Yeah, just going to clean off these wicks. That's one thing I like about cotton wicks, is if you do want to do a quick flavour change, all you have to do is just dab it down with some tissue paper and you end up with something like that, and then it's good to go again. You give it one quick burn and it's done. You're ready to change flavours, and that is, to me, is bloody brilliant. Right, we're going to start with Vita Bella tobacco. Now I've not tried this one, so I'm getting vanilla-y, I'm getting pipe tobacco. So we'll just dab a little bit of e-liquid on that wick. Give it a burn. Yeah, definitely vanilla-y pipe tobacco, that is. But I'll soon tell you what it tastes like. Just bear in mind that taste is very perceptive to your own setups and to your own taste buds, basically. I can tell you what I taste personally, and it will give you a rough guide. And I can also talk about the quality of the e-liquid and the cloud production of e-liquid. But again, cloud production is also... But you know all this. If you've watched my reviews before, you know all this already. You know I'm going to tell you how it performs on my setup. You know how it's going to taste on my setup. And you can go and make your own decisions from that. Right. Vita Bell tobacco. Throat hit was nice. This atomizer is good for throat hit anyway. It's not a big punch in the throat, but it just sort of tickles where it should. So, right, we're on Vita Bell tobacco. Now, you see, it's very tobacco-y. I can taste like a sort of Virginia back note. There's something else going on, and that to me tastes like a bit of vanilla. Maybe just a tiny drop of vanilla, but there's definitely something else going on in there. A bit of vanilla, a bit of caramel, slightly RY4-y, but not quite so in your face with the caramel taste. It's not so, yeah, it's more subtle. You get the big hit of tobacco, and then the subtle notes of vanilla and caramel creep in on the back of your tongue. Yeah, it's I'd put it in a class of like succulent vanilla, a big smoky tobacco, and just a little sliver of caramel. Yeah, but it's a really nice tobacco. I mean, I've tried quite a few tobaccos now, and there's some decent ones out there. There really is. I mean, I had, what was it? I had some healthy vape tobacco not long ago, and that is nice as well, really nice. This is up there with that. Healthy Vapes, an English company, just in case you're American, I'm doing an American juice review. Healthy Vapes, an English company over here in the UK. They sell a bit of everything, but they have their own juice line. And I've tried most of their juices now, and they are good. So I often make a compare to them because I know that their juice is really good. So yeah. Right, we're going to move on to French vanilla. Now this is 80 milligrams again. I'm not sure on PG VG ratios on this, but I'm guessing it's 60 VG 40 PG. Just going on experience more than anything, basically. Just from the thickness of the juice and how it vapes, I would say it's 60 VG 40 PG, and the PG is giving it a nice bit of throat hit as well. So French vanilla. Now French vanilla, to me and my taste buds, tastes like a really good custard should taste. I'm getting a nice vanilla flavour. I'm getting creaminess on the back note. The only thing differs between this and a custard is the thickness, like the density of. With custard, you know that it's a nice dense vape, and you know you're getting a nice dense flavour. With this, the vanilla is more pronounced than the custard, so it's more a vanilla vape than a custard vape. But if you're a custard fan, you'll like this a lot as well. Vapour production is very good again. Less throat hit on this one than tobacco. Yeah, but I've always found tobaccos to have a bit more of a decent throat hit anyway. So yeah, if you're a custard fan, you like your custard vapes, like your Grants and all of that sort of stuff, you will like this. It's not custardy custard, it is more vanilla, but you definitely get that sort of creme de lait on the back note, and you can taste it. It's there. And a lovely amber colour as well, so it's very sort of. I can show you the bottles quickly. These are American bottles, so there's no warning triangle, but they are childproof bottles. Nice squidgy bottles as well, so all good, all good. Right, then we'll move on to one of my favourites out of the good e-juice line that I received, and that is Kryptonite. So I'm just going to dry off these wicks like I've been doing until they turn white again. You see that's turned white again? That means to me that that cotton is now dry. So one quick burn to get any juice out from underneath that coil, and then you're good to change flavours again. This is one of the reasons why I use this dripper with this setup in reviews now, because I know that change of flavour changes are decent. You don't get any remnants of the last juice. If you do it exactly how I've done it, you can change flavours quite easily. So right, Kryptonite is a lovely green colour. There's something about green e-juice that just sends the inner geek in me sort of crazy. It looks exceptional in a K-Fun, I've got to say. Kryptonite. Now, I have no info on this juice. I can only tell you what I taste. With everything else, I can sort of guess what it's going to taste like, but with this, it's all down to my taste buds. So, Vapor production is very good. What I get is like a sherbety citrus sort of flavour. It does fizz on your tongue. You can feel it sort of. It's got that fizziness to it. Yeah, it's a big old mix of citrus fruits with that sherbety loveliness that you get with all of these sort of juices. I'm a big fan of this juice. This is one of the first ones I've reviewed of an American e-liquid, where I probably will order some more. Yeah, it's good. It's very good. What you might also get on the back after you get that hit of citrus and sherbet is you might sort of get like a biscuity cakey sort of back note. Now, I'm not sure if this is just from my setup and my taste buds, but there's something extra in there that isn't just citrus fruit. I can't quite pick out what it is completely. I'm gonna ask them at Goody Juice what that extra flavour is after this review. I haven't asked before because I want this review to be my opinions on the flavour without me getting backstory on the flavour and what goes into it. So this is just my taste buds telling me what's in it. But I'm going to ask them because there is definitely something. I'm not sure. It's like that sort of. It's like almost marzipan. Like a sort of marzipan flavour in the backness. And it's just. It's so subtle, but you notice it if you do nose exhales. And if you really taste the vapour, you get this marzipan. And it's so subtle, but you know it's there. And it just makes this juice even better. You get that citrus hit is lovely. I'm a fan of citrus anyway. But that little marzipan at the back, oh, it's good. It's very good. Yeah, that was Kryptonite. All of these juices have been at 18 milligrams, and I believe, just going from my personal experiences, they're a 60-40 mix of VG/PG. They all good vapor production. This setup isn't made for vapor production, this is made for flavour. But still, it's chucking decent amounts of vapor. Throat hit is decent on all of these, but bear in mind that is because I am on 18 milligrams. If you're on lower milligrams, you are going to get less throat hit, unless you up the PG ratio. Then you might be sort of. But I don't know if they do custom. I don't think they do custom. So if you're on lower milligrams, you're going to lose a bit of that throat hit. But don't let that deter you from buying these juices because they are good. I'm a big fan of English juices. I'm English. I love English juices. But I also love these now because they are exceptional flavours. I've got another 5 or 6 of these to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that in another video. I wanted to do my favourite 3 and then move on and do another video on the rest. That'll be in a couple of weeks. So if you are a fan of Goody Juice juices, I'd suggest you subscribe to get my take on the rest of their flavours. I haven't got all of their flavours, but I've got a few. So yeah, I've been Dan for Shizzle. I hope you enjoyed my review. I'll see you in the next one.